Hey everybody, I'm Jeff with EbayAddicts, and today my special guest is Dan, Art Vandelay. How are you doing today, Dan?
Good. I'm great, Jeff. Thanks for having me on, man.
Good, awesome, man. How have you been doing, man? I haven't caught up with you in a while, man. What's been going on with you? First of all, introduce yourself to the audience in case they don't know who you are.
All right. I'm Dan. I go by Art Vandelay on YouTube here. I'm a full-time reseller in Indiana, and I make YouTube videos about it. I guess it's about it. And I guess it's about it. I don't really have much else to explain about myself. I don't think so. Um,
Yeah,
just I've been busy just doing just trying to make sure I'm getting all my work done, and this has been like a crazy week. I couldn't imagine if I wasn't a full-time reseller how I'd be doing what I'm doing this week.
yeah. I caught you on Two Dudes Picking channel the other day, or Baldy Pal Picking. Tell people where you're from. You live in Indiana, correct?
Yeah, I live up northwest Indiana, up towards Chicago area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've been reselling for I guess almost this getting close to 2 years now. Like this go around. I mean, I feel like everyone's a reseller, right? So, but like to be like a serious reseller for almost 2 years now.
Awesome. So what have you been up to this week? Like I said, I caught you on the live stream. You've been shipping out your packages. You've been sourcing. What have you been up to?
I went sourcing on Monday, part of a video. I'm working on a collab video with Jen's Closet Gems.
Yeah.
So we had talked about doing an idea last week, and so I had to go out on Monday to do part of that video. And so I sourced. That was the only reason I went out and sourced. And the weather has been really nice. Like Tuesday and Wednesday was really nice here. So Tuesday I spent the day cleaning shoes, and then I've been slowly listing shoes all week, and then just doing a listing. And I've had two eBay accounts, but my second eBay account, I guess it's been about 2 weeks now. I started listing like my old sports cards on there to keep them separated from my my regular eBay stuff. So I've been doing that. So I do that. I list on there for that stuff. And like today, I've been doing my shipping. Today I was just doing kind of some paperwork, I guess, paperwork stuff. I did some buys. I did a wholesale buy from Profit Monsters when he bought all those shoes from Rally Roots, and then I bought a mystery box from Harry Tornado. And I've done some other sourcing, and I decided to start keeping like some of those. I'm gonna keep spreadsheets and see how I do on that. So I've been working on my spreadsheets today, updating those, just kind of that kind of stuff, like the boring stuff, because I didn't really feel like doing too much today. I'm gonna do some later.
Awesome. So Dan, tell us kind of like a little bit of your backstory in case people in the audience don't know who you are. Like, how long have you been a full-time reseller now? Because you were working at a casino for a while, right?
Yeah. So during when the pandemic started last year, I was working at the casino. I was in the casino business for, I don't know, 14 years, I think. My last casino I was there for 12. And when the pandemic started, I was furloughed, so I was off of work. And then from March, and then in October, they shut the poker room down. And so I've been full-time since October.
Right. Awesome. So you've been a full-time reseller for about since October, so almost a year now, right?
What is it? Well, no, not quite. Well, it feels like a year because I haven't actually I wasn't furloughed, but I had planned on I assumed I was going back to work. And then since October, so whatever, October, November, December, January, February, I guess 6 months almost. It feels like a lot longer.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, right? I'm going to catch a few people in the chat. We got Estena Nina is in the chat. Hey, how are you doing? Hello. We got Red Dirt Picker is here. Says, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Brian?
We got my buddy Cali Reseller Louise is in the chat. He says, hey, Jeff and Dan, and hello, everybody. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. And Red Dirt Picker is here. So if you guys are in the chat hanging out, you can ask our guest questions. Also, I dropped the StreamYard link in the chat if you want to jump on and ask Dan a question or come hang out for a few. The StreamYard link is in the chat.
All right.
So Art Vandelay, man, how has your sales been this week?
Gosh. Actually, a lot, but like last week on Monday and Tuesday, I didn't have a sale on eBay. I was selling a few items on. I sell. I guess I could tell you that I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Bonanza. I do a little bit of Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, and I think that's it. But last week eBay was really slow for me beginning of the week, and I was luckily I'm on those other platforms, so I was having a couple sales, and then by Wednesday I was a little bit nervous. So I usually run a sale every week on my store, promote my listings. So I ended up starting my sale. I usually started on Thursday or Friday. I started on Wednesday, picked up over the weekend, and then it's been pretty steady all week. But just like yesterday, I'm gonna go to the post office when we get out of here. I have eight sales. Two are sports cards. So those aren't my sports cards are just stuff. It's like it was pretty much like junk like a little while ago, but people are looking for some older players now, so they have a little bit of value, but it's not much value at all. So I don't know if I really count those as sales, but I did last weekend. I did like 8 sales on cards for like $40 or $50 for the weekend. I mean, I'm happy with that. And then I did a few Mercari sales yesterday, and it's been all this week has been all yesterday was all like broke like board game pieces, not even complete board games, just pieces. Like I sold Monopoly tokens, Monopoly houses and hotels, separate transactions, a Scrabble board, just all kinds of knickknack stuff yesterday. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how your sales were doing. You said you were on Mercari and you were selling on Bonanza. So were you making a few sales there every week as well?
Bonanza, when I signed up, I think I signed up, it was October, because October I used to, mainly I sold on eBay, and then last summer I decided to tackle, like when I got into reselling, I joined any kind of like platform to try it out, and then I pretty much just did eBay, and then last summer I decided to take Mercari more seriously, and then when I became full time, I was posting on every site, and then but not as I wasn't like posting everything now. Oh yeah, I sell on Facebook Marketplace too. I just did a Facebook Marketplace deal today, like right before we came on. Now I'm posting everything between all the platforms and trying to just generate as many sales. So like it's scary because like my eBay sales are all down but I was selling, like I'll have a week where I'm selling a ton on Facebook, but not so much on eBay, or I'll pick up on Mercari, but I'm not selling. So everything's on eBay, and then it's all coming down. So I'm down on eBay, but I'm up on everything else because I'm selling on all these other platforms too. But I mean, they're going okay. I don't want to like pretend like I'm doing like fantastic, but I think the last time we talked a few times, and it's a grind. When I'm doing the way I'm doing the reselling, it's a grind for me. I have nothing. It's all low end, mid tier items. Nothing. I don't have anything major. So that makes sense.
That's all right, Dan. Not every item has to be a home run item. It's not like you list an item and everyone needs to be a $50 or $100 sale. Those $10, $15, $20, $25 sales, they all add up as well. I mean, you can still eat off of that as well. So we got Chuck is in the chat. I wanted to say hey to Back Row Bitter Chuck. He has a question. He says, do you ever consider getting a vendor booth? Almost like an antique booth or a peddler's mall type of booth. Have you thought about doing that?
So before, it would always be cool to do some kind of booth. And when I was doing it part-time, it just didn't really, maybe eventually. And then I just didn't really know how to manage the time of trying to do it all, to do that plus my job. And now that I'm like, doing this full-time, it would be cool, but I don't think I'm ready to put that pressure on myself either. I think antique booths or like a flea market type thing would be cool. But I don't know if I'm ready to try to take that plunge. I'm trying to, because I need to get so the last time we talked, I've talked a few times with you on here. Before I started doing it, I was paying off all my bills and everything, and I basically have no bills anymore. And so I'm at like rock bottom of how much money I need to make every day. So it doesn't put as much pressure on me to get as much list. I mean, I do, like I say, I don't list, but I might list 4 or 5 things a couple days in a row, and I'll have like one day a week I might list a ton of stuff, but other than that, I don't like, I'm not killing myself because I'm also trying to do YouTube and just not burn myself out, I guess is the best word to say it. But if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't have like an antique booth. I had almost like a little peddler's mall type of booth, and they had like this little glass case, and I think they charged me like $90 a month, and I would go by there like once a week and like restock the shelves in case stuff sold. So it wasn't like you had to physically be there 7 days a week at the booth, and you would just go and stock your little shelf, and then just put price tags on items, and if someone wanted to come by and buy it, they could. My issue was I was generating sales, but all the sales that I generated just made just barely enough money to pay the rent on the booth every month. Because there was some foot traffic there, but it wasn't for the type of customer that I was selling to. I was selling like video games and media items and things like that, and they were selling, but it was more marketed to an older crowd, like retired people. And there's not retired people that's playing PS2, PS3, PS4 video games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it was like I was generating some sales enough to pay the booth, but I was just like, okay, by the time I added up my time and gas driving there and back, how much money am I physically bringing home? Well, I could be at home actually listing items on eBay and, advertising to my target market as opposed to a booth. So some people it works out for, some people it doesn't. I wanted to catch up with my buddy, Billy Picker is in the chat. He says, hey, Jeff and Dan and everyone, thanks for coming by. We have Red Dirt Picker here. Meritech 7 is here. He says, hello, eBay Addicts and Dan. Thank you for coming by.
Meritech.
Yeah, we got Chuck is in the house. Kelly Reseller Louise. Philly Picker is here. And I wanted to make sure I didn't miss a question. Here we go. It says, Dan, if you could just sell only on one type of item, what would that be?
Oh, gosh. I actually did think about this before. If I was going to go back to my job before, I thought I might just like do like board game type stuff, but tinkering with cards, man, I would love to just sit and tinker with some of my cards. Like I don't. I mean, cards are expensive. I keep on looking over here because I got a stack of cards I was gonna work on. That's expensive. So I mean, that would be cool, like to have like a card shop. But when I did reselling before, and then I got so busy doing like regular job stuff, traditional job stuff, when I couldn't do reselling, I got out of it. But I've kind of always collected. So then I was still doing flipping and stuff with sports cards. So I would have to say sports cards if I could had the capital to keep up with it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, my favorite items probably to sell is media items because I can get them for a quarter or 50 cents and get an item that I paid 50 cents for and sell it for $20.
Yeah.
So if I can just do that and keep reinvesting my money, I'm pretty cool with that. I want to do.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I was gonna say, I don't think I would want to just sell one thing. Would you? I don't.
Well, I mean, if you have a certain niche, like media items to me cover CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes, maybe a little bit of video games, CDs. Like I have a certain niche that I kind of stick to. But if I get a good deal on something while I'm out there, I'll grab it. Because like you, I have 2 eBay stores as well. So I've been going to Dollar Tree. Believe it or not, I picked up a Bible at the Dollar Tree the other day for $1, and it's sold on eBay, not a bunch of money, for like $10 plus shipping. But the idea is I got it because it's a replenishable item. I can buy it one time for $1, and then now that same item sells over and over and over and over again. So I could just type into the thing in there and put quantity of 10, and then whenever it sells, I just walk across the street to the Dollar Tree, grab it. It was brand new in the plastic and the shrink wrap. I go to checkout, pay my $1 for the item, drop it in a 6x9 padded envelope, drop a shipping label on it, drop it in the mailbox, and I'm done. So, if I see something where I'm like, hey, this is like the best-selling book of all time, and it's here for $1, and I think I can sell it for $10. So $1 into $10 isn't a huge profit margin, but if it's something I think I can resell over and over and over again with minimal work, because I don't have to go home and list 100 of them. I just list it one time. Take a picture front and back, say, okay, this is leather bound. I don't have any on me, but I'll say this is leather bound item, NIV version. I type up all the information for the listing, and now that one item just sells over and over and over again without me having to physically list 100 items. I just list that item once and put like quantity of 10, and it's almost like a vending machine in a way. And then whenever that item sells, I just restock the shelves. So
I just kind of meant, I mean, I love selling. DVDs and stuff. That's how I first started selling on eBay, was DVDs. And just like kind of get bored. Like I was telling you, I sold a bunch of board game pieces yesterday. I just didn't really feel like working one day, and I just was like, oh, I have to do some work. So I sat the whole day and was just fidgeting with board games because I like looking through the pieces, and I broke down a bunch of games and just made listings for it. And that's how I spent my day. And I've told you this before, but I try to list. I need to make $62 a day in profit. And I try to list at least $100 worth of profit, which I've been doing such for a while now that I probably should start doing it a little bit more. I do have big days where I try to get bigger stuff, but that's a day where, I mean, it's tough to break down a board game. And, I spent the day doing it and got however many listings for $90, close to 100. And that was my day for work. And at least I got something done that day, because I do something just about 7 days a week. I have to do something. So it's like one of those days. But then if I don't have something, I'll sit and I'll post 20 or 30 sports cards and try to get to that. Well, that's a little bit different because that's like a side gig, but I at least do that and get my, make sure I'm doing my work that way, if that makes sense. But like the other day I was cleaning shoes. Like it sucked cleaning. I found a bunch of shoes at the bins and I was cleaning them up, and they weren't like in the greatest shape because they're from the bin. I mean, they just kind of looked I probably wouldn't have bought them at a store, because they were at the bins. I bought them, but they needed a lot of cleaning. So I was scrubbing shoes for the whole day, and it was a full day of work. It sucked. But now it only takes us like to knock out doing some shoe listings. I mean, taking pictures of those stuff. It's quick to do that stuff now. So.
Yeah, I try to mix it up a little bit. Like the other day, I had 135 DVDs, so I listed those, and I just had 200 Blu-rays just came in the mail today. So tomorrow, I'm going to be spending most of my day listing Blu-rays, and then I'm going to be ordering probably next week. I'm going to order some CDs in the mail. So you can buy 400 or it's 1,000 CDs you can buy for like $389. And so that breaks down to like 38 cents a piece. And the last time I ordered from this guy, I mean, I was selling some CDs for 15, 20 bucks a piece. And my buy cost was 40 cents. So if you turn, let's say 40 cents into $10 is what? It's a 25X on your money. So I'm going to probably, I try to spread it out so it's not monotonous. So you're not scanning the exact barcodes, the exact items every day. But it kind of like I said, I'll do DVDs and Blu-rays. Next thing I'm going to do is look at some CDs. But I'm trying to grow my store. Like I said, I'm right around 6,000 items between both my stores, and I would like to get it to 10,000 items. So I wanted to catch a few people in the chat. We got Backroad Bitter Chuck is in the house. He says our antique mall attracts an older crowd as well. We got Meritic 7 says flea market space on the weekends, even better option. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That sounds awesome. We got the Flippin' Sports guy is here. He says, "What's up, Jeff and Dan?" He says, "Dan, you're supposed to be in the car. Get your act together."
Oh, I told the last time I was on. I told him I was going to get in the car.
Yeah. You were last time with me and my man Joey. Joey. Yeah, he was on with us last time. So, so actually I'm in my car because I just left the post office and there was like a line there. And I went to go pay because my items have been like hit or miss. Like the people will say they didn't get their items. So I wanted to bring them directly to the post office. And I gave the lady $100 bill, and she acted like it's the first time she ever seen a $100 bill before. She's like, "I got to go get change for this," and I'm like, all right, go get change. It's like act like you're a criminal or something, And I'm just like, do you not take American dollars or what's the deal here? So, so we got Backroad Bitter Chuck is here, Flippin' Sports guy, Joey Bada Bing is here, Chuck is here. He says, "How did your very successful show go with Joe and Mike? How did that get started?" I wanted to catch a few more people in the chat. We got Red Dirt Picker here, Hot Flip Heidi, Joe, Philly Picker is here. We got 90P Tinkets and Doodads.
Nate.
And Jen's Closet Gyms are here. It says, listing while hitting up yard sales. That's multitasking there. We were just talking about you. Art Vandelay was just talking about you.
I was talking crap, Jen.
Yeah, he was talking about how he was going to be doing a collab with you. He was just saying, "Yeah, I'm just doing a collab with Jen's Closet Gyms," and I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." So, anyways, you can answer Chuck's question. How did you get started with your show with Mike and Joe Philly Picker? How did that get started? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, Chuck, I'm not sure if it's successful, but it's a good time. You were talking to me before about my hours. Because I make like these short videos or whatever. But Joe and I met Joe on YouTube, and then we did a live one time, and I had fun. We had so much fun. I was like, man, we should do this all the time. And neither one of us like doing lives, so it is kind of that ended on that. And then Mike came into the group, and he does his auctions on his channel. And we're like, I was telling Joe, I'm like, Mike's so good on live, man. I'm like, let's do a live. We need to have him. We need to get him to come with us, so we're not idiots by ourselves. And luckily, Mike agreed to it, and we just kind of we do a group text all the time. So we just kind of we kind of wanted to hang out at least once a week, and be able to talk crap to each other, to our faces, and try to get our stuff. We thought we were going to actually be doing listing, but most of the time it doesn't. I don't really get any listing done, but I get stuff ready to list later. So the whole point was to list, but it doesn't really turn into listing at all.
Well, it's good that you. Yeah, it's good. We were just talking about this before the show. The Flippin' Sports guy says, "Have you finally reached your 4,000 hours yet?" Because I was actually just talking to Dan about this before the show. I'm not trying to get on him. I'm just trying to help. So tell them how many hours away you are for war away, because they want to know.
Today's 450. 50. Did I say 54 or 57? It's one of the two. But I've been losing because it's the rolling clock, man. I'm 400. I need 454 hours left. Yeah, we'll put it up here. So I switched it.
Oh, he's got it. He's got the bars, the numbers, and everything.
Well,
he's got the countdown.
You asked me before we came on, and I looked because I was get so excited it would update faster on the YouTube Studio app. So I was like calculating it by myself every day for a while. But it takes on the what is that other app? The tracker, the YouTube tracking app, the tracker. Yeah. It's slower on there. So then eventually I just put it aside, and then I waited, and I go by that one now, and it seems to update around 2 p.m. every day. And for me, I don't know if it's different for everyone. I don't know if it's, but I don't know, because you're already monetized, so you don't know. I don't know if you pay attention, but I've been like last week. I did a video last Friday, and I was so mad because I put this video out, and then I the next day I lost more hours than I had watch time. I'm like, oh my gosh. So today I gained like, I don't know, 10 hours, I think, from the other day, because I did a video on Wednesday, but my video was only like 6 minutes. I can't put together these I can't put together like a longer video. So that would be some advice if you're doing a YouTube channel to took the advice to make shorter videos. My thought process was people will, if they see it's 5 or 6, 7, 8 minutes, they might give me a shot and watch my videos. And if they don't see like a 30-minute video, they might not take the opportunity to click on it, but maybe sprinkle in a couple lives or a little bit longer videos. And that's a mistake I made.
Well, Dan, you'll do just fine, man. Like I said, I was actually in your live chat. I think you had one with Leroy, Blood, Sweat, and Cell, and you guys were talking about tools. And yeah. I actually jumped in there, and you had probably 20 people in the chat. So if you do an hour live stream and you times 20 people versus 100 people that watch a 10-minute video, you'll get your watch time hours quickly. And then once you get your watch time hours in, you can make whatever kind of videos you want, Dan. Just listen to what I'm telling you, bro. Because I'm telling you, if you just do it for like a month, I swear, if you did it for like a month, do like 1 or 2 lives a week, you can just do like a listing live hangout. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna have Emily Conway on. We're just gonna hang out for an hour and just list items and talk to people in the chat. You can do that for an hour. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, but like once you reach this threshold, you get watch time hours in, you're monetized every month thereafter. You don't have to jump through any more hurdles. Like you're there.
I will tell you this though. I was getting close. It was January, the end of January, beginning of February. I felt like I was getting close, and I made a big push. And I don't know how many lives I did in a week. Like I not just all on my channel, but I got kind of burnt out from the lives that week. And I think that's the last live that I've done on my channel was with Leroy. And I was supposed to be doing a follow-up with Leroy, but I haven't found a tool. Like I can't do a follow-up on tools. I haven't found a tool to go.
Well, That's all right. You know what? Like I said, I'll come on, hang out with you. You can get Emily Conway. You can get Lone Star Picker will come on and hang out with you. You just need to get your watch time hours. And yeah, we'll just call it the Art Vandelay Hangout-a-thon. Everybody will just come hang out with Art Vandelay.
You know,
yeah, man. I just want you to jump because like I said, once you jump over the hurdle once, you're good. You don't have to like do it every single month. I wanted to catch a few people in the chat. We got the Frugal Peanut Reseller is here. We got Jennifer Hayes is here. Hey, Jennifer Hayes.
Hey, Jennifer.
And yeah, everyone would love to hang out with Dan. Yeah, Jen's Closet says I'm in, and she says crazy wind. Someone's yard sale canoe just blew over.
Canopy.
So canopy. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's crazy. I wanted to say hey to Lone Star Picker.
Louis.
Yeah, Nanny Pies, Trinkets, and Doodads is here in the chat. And we got Philly Picker is here. The Lone Star Picker says, Dan, hang in there, bro. Just work on the short videos for now. You're doing great. Well, I mean, yeah, but we're telling them the opposite. We got Joey Bada Bing is in the chat. And we got Nana Pie, Trinkets, and Doodads says, I'll play your videos in the background to help you get your 4,000 hours.
Thanks.
So, right.
Lady Pie and Chuck, they do a show together on Thursdays. I was watching it yesterday. I kept on forgetting. I'm sorry, Chuck. I feel like a jerk, but I'll be honest. I kept on forgetting that you guys did that show on Thursday, and I get so many alerts anymore because I hit the bell for everyone. So I'm like, I feel like I'm immune to the bell. But I kept on missing it, but I caught it yesterday. They had Joseph. He wasn't a reseller, but he had like a tarantula on the screen, and he like messes with snakes, and he had like, were they killer fish? I don't know, some kind of weird fish in the background. It was very interesting.
Yeah. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You need to do lives more often. We need a 24-hour Art Vandelay marathon.
I was trying to tell me to do that before. There ain't no way I can do that.
I don't know about 24 hours, bro, but I mean something similar to that. Wanted to say hey to Lone Star Picker. I wanted to say hey to Philly Picker. He says yes. Mike is the glue of the show, and Joey Bada Bing 22 is in the chat hanging out with us.
What's up, Joey?
So yeah, and I wanted to say hey to Kenjo 51 is here hanging out with us in the chat. Yeah. So Dan, talk to me, man. Talk to me about what are some of the places you like to go sourcing at. You like to hit up the bins a lot. Where are some of the places that you prefer to go sourcing at if you get a chance?
I love going to the bins. The bins is by far my favorite place to go source. I have a Goodwill that's right by my house. And
yeah,
I like going there, but it just feels like they've just overhauled it a lot, and it feels like it's harder and harder to find stuff there. I do good there. I mean, a lot of the times. I always say that you strike out a lot, but if you're going there, sometimes I'll go there twice a day. So I'm not always finding stuff, and I'm trying to be more picky. It was easier. It felt like it was easier to find stuff at the beginning because I was really just buying whatever. And but the bins is where it's at. I love the bins. Because I still try to mess with some RA to try to get some of those bigger, try to double my money fast or whatever. And those still blow up in my face a lot, but the bins, you can't seem to go wrong at the bins. It's so mine is only $1.29 a pound, so I can't beat it. The last time I was there, I just did 2 videos ago. I spent $61 there, and I sold one pair of boots from the haul for $69.99 plus shipping after fees and everything. I've already made my money back selling 3 pairs of shoes. It was amazing. I haven't even listed half the stuff I got. I was cleaning it, but the bins is the best.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the regular Goodwills and even the Salvation Armies and stuff have been raising their prices on items. So it's like, I don't want to go buy a video game for $3 and sell it for $10 because by the time I take out my fees and everything else, there's not enough margin there. But if you can get stuff cheaper at the bins there where you're paying stuff per pound and you're getting stuff pennies on the dollar, then you got a little bit of margin there.
So I would probably. I mean, I'll still do it. Like so that's the challenge I'm doing with Jen. We're spent $20 at the thrift store, and we're gonna see how much money we can make in 21 days on it. And I've spent $20, and I got 3 items from Goodwill. I mean, a couple years ago, $20 at a Goodwill would just go so much farther than 3 items. But you know, it's tough. But I did another video where, you know, I'll buy a pair of jeans. My jeans at Goodwill now. I used to only buy jeans. I could get them when they were $2.75, or sometimes now I'm paying $10 for a pair of jeans. But I'm paying it because for some particular, like a Levi's 560 jean, I learned it from Steve Pick and Roll. Those are very. It's like a discontinued model, or what, I don't know if that's what you call a pair of jeans. They don't make it anymore, but they'll instantly sell for at least $30. And some of them, if you can find them made in the US, I've sold for like 60. So I'll spend $10 for that. But if I'm just starting off, yeah, I mean, I'm still making mistakes. But if you're just starting off, you're gonna make a ton of mistakes. So if you're showing up to Goodwill and have no clue what you're doing, you're paying $10 for a pair of jeans, you're gonna probably get stuck with some jeans, and you're gonna end up quitting reselling. But
yeah, Dan. Well, I used to buy blue jeans back in the day as well. I'd get them for $1 or $2 a pair and sell them for 20, 25, $30. Especially Levi's blue jeans sell particularly well. But like I said, when they keep raising the prices, you get there and it was $2, and the next week it's $5, and then it's $6. And I'm just like, you guys got the stuff donated to you for free. Like, why does the prices keep going up every week? So, so tell me about this $20 challenge that you have. So once you start off with your initial $20, you get to take that $20 and keep reinvesting it to buy more merchandise, or is it just like a one shot deal? Like, how does that work?
Well, we're calling it the 2021 thrift battle. It was just a competition that we kind of came up with to go against each other. Is Jen still in here? Is she listening? I'm supposed to be working on the plaque. I'm supposed to get a plaque. We're gonna do a plaque, and then we might do. I don't think we figured out the end of it, but we want to have other people do it. Maybe do it with us, or do like the winner goes against someone else, like challenges someone, do something fun with it. We haven't come up with all the details, I don't think, but it's just something fun just to do. Jen wanted to do a video together, so we kind of came up with that idea. Thought it was a pretty good idea. Just to go. I mean, any reason to go thrift, right? I mean, I just like thrifting too. It's fun.
Yeah, I like thrifting, but also, man, it's like when you're on your feet for a while, it's like that gets caught up to you too.
Yeah.
So we got a question from Chuck. He says, so you and Jen doing some kind of rap battle live after this show? I want to know if you're going to do a rap battle. I'm going to tune in for that. The Art Vandelay rap battle?
I don't rap.
So, okay. All right. So we have Jennifer Hayes is in the chat. The flipping sports guy is here. It says, yeah, Dan and Jen rap battle, take my money. He's tuning in for that. It's like pay-per-view. So I wanted to say hey to Jennifer Hayes. Wanted to say hey to Joe Philly Picker is in the chat. Red Dirt Picker says, live Dan cam. I'm in for that. We have to get Dan to agree. And he says, I have discovered that regular Goodwill stores differ a lot in pricing. One store still has great prices. The other ones are unrealistic. And Jennifer says, hit the like button. Yes, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us today. Me and Dan appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging out for sure. Estina Nina says, I love the Goodwill bins, Goodwill outlets. And it says, I vote after this live finishes, we move straight over to Dan's channel, Friday Frenzy. So is that happening? Are we all going to come over and hang out with you today, Dan?
No, it's Fish Fry Friday. I go to my mom's house every Friday for fish.
So he's ditching you guys for a fish sandwich.
I mean, I missed it 1 week. I didn't go. My mom was like, "You're not coming to Fish Fry Friday?" So I think I did a live on OBX Pickers channel, and I'm like, "Mom, I can't come over. I have to do it." So she was pretty upset. That's why when you asked, I'm like, I have to be done. We wanted to do yesterday, but I had plans. Or the day before, whatever day it was. Like I had plans yesterday. I don't remember. And then Wednesday I did a live on Wednesday. I'm like, as long as I can do it Friday, as long as I have to be off by 4:00 because I have to go to Fish Fry Friday.
All right, yeah. And so he says after the pandemic, they closed 2 of the 3 bins here. There's only 1 left. I have no idea why. Yeah, I don't know why either. There's a lot of places that shut down during the outbreak that never did reopen. I mean, a lot of stores, a lot of restaurants. I mean, there's just been a lot of places that have shut down. I wanted to say hey to the reseller niche. Mo is in the chat. He says, hey, Dan and Jeff. We got the frugal peanut reseller here. He says, live on the go. Yeah, I think they want to get you live on the go, Dan. He says, Jennifer Hayes says you can take us with you while you're driving. so, so anyways, Dan, talk to me, man. So you said you've been reselling. I wanted to say hey to the Cap guy, and JT is in the chat. He says he wanted to come by and say what's up. So tell me about how things been going as far as your listing and your sales lately and all that. Like you've been selling some board game pieces. What are other items that you enjoy selling lately, Dan?
Well, so that's what I've sold like yesterday. I mean, I've been selling what seems like whatever whatever I can find, I guess. I was doing a lot of jeans like in January. I was kind of doing clothes and stuff. Recently it's been shoes. I've probably sold five or six pairs of shoes this week.
Yeah.
And shoes this week. Besides the board game pieces, I've been selling, I mean, anything, all kinds of stuff. A lot of actually for the last few weeks before, it was a lot of junk because I didn't go source for a while. I've been forcing myself not to go source and still working through some of the junk I have. I don't have much of a death pile left. Most of my when it's like the end of winter and it's the springtime, if it's not listed and it's in my death pile, I'm going to donate it. If it's not worth it anymore. But right now I've just been I put so much money into that crap that I have that I've been forcing myself to list it. Like I have to list it because I don't need to go spend more money. I need to try to make some of that money back. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we got Joey Bada Bing 22. He says, Dan, I got your cards. Thank you so much.
I was going through my cards, and he has a buddy who pitches for the Indians, and I couldn't remember his name, and I saw the card. I'm like, I think this is Joey's buddy. So I'm like, do you want it? And then so I sent it to him, and I sent him I couldn't just send him one card because it's like $4, it's like $3, whatever it costs to ship a 4-ounce package. So I give him a little mystery box pack of cards. It's awesome, Joey.
Yep. We got a question from Chuck. He says, how do you get permanent marker off the bottom of shoes, Dan? You got to tell us the secret. How do you go about doing that?
Well, it's in reference to I have a lot of people you can use like a dry erase marker. A lot of people know that trick, or whatever else. Goof off. I think it's what Joe uses, right, Joe? Goof off. You can just scrub it, but I had a pair of shoes that it was like the rubber something was wrong with the permanent marker was just embedded into the rubber, and I could not get the price out. And I was talking about it in our live one day, and someone in the chat told me that they heard you could use margarine. So I put margarine all over my shoe to try to get the butter out and to try to get the marker out.
You put butter on your shoe?
Yeah, on the shoe. Dude. And
oh man,
I have it in a video. It's in a video. I did it for a video, and it doesn't work. So I just dry erase marker. I know a lot of people already know that. Chuck's just giving me crap. Nail polish. That's the other one. Yeah.
I was gonna say. Yeah, nail polish remover.
So telling me, and I tried everything, and eventually I took a permanent marker and I just scribbled. I just circled the price in, and they're still listed. No one wants to buy them because they have marker on the bottom of them.
Right. So Dan, you're a full-time reseller now. You have any tips or tricks you can share with me and your audience to help us make more money on eBay, or just make more money in general in sales? Because you're on.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're on multiple platforms. So I don't know anything about selling on Bonanza or Macari and these other platforms. You've been selling on Facebook Marketplace. So because I heard Facebook Marketplace was 0 fees, and I think it's 5% now or something. Can you talk a little bit about that?
5%. It's 5% fees. Facebook Marketplace, I like it, but I hate it too, because it seems like the sellers are just kind of annoying, or the buyers, not the sellers. The buyers are kind of annoying. They don't really. I sold a game today, and the guy he didn't know. He's like, I don't know how to do this, and I'm like, you just check out. Just say you want to buy it if you want to buy it, and then I ship it to you. That's what. Can I just meet you? And I'm like, where do you live? And he's like, Virginia. I'm like, I'm not in Virginia. I'm like a $20 video game, man. I'm not driving to Virginia for this. So it's a lot of that, and a lot of I can't remember. Oh, there was the one I had a pair of golf shoes I was listing, and the guy was like, "Can you wear these as regular shoes?" And I'm like, I guess. So I don't know if they're like kids prank messaging me or what, but it's a lot of that you have to like just go through. Is this available? They like a quick, is this available? Like, yeah, I just listed it 3 seconds ago, man. A lot of that, but when you sell something, it feels good because I'm saving 5% on fees. You know, it feels at least, you know, most of my I was out of it on eBay for a long time. I didn't promote my listings, but now I at least I run a sale on everything, and then I got some advice. I was always running sales for like 20 or 25% off because I'll price stuff up a little bit, and then I run a sale constantly. And then I kind of I went back on my price of my sale, and then I was promoting it like a certain price. So I move around my promoted listings all the time. So sometimes, I mean, on eBay, I don't know what if I can sell for 5% flat fee, that's it. On Facebook, I would love to sell a lot more on Facebook, but Bonanza, you don't have to do anything for it, but it's very slow. I didn't have a sale on there for a month, and then I had like 2 days in a row at a sale, and that was like 2 weeks ago, I think. And you can just imports everything from your eBay store over to Bonanza.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I do that one.
Yeah, I haven't really tried Facebook Marketplace, but I do sell sometimes occasionally locally on OfferUp, and you can sell stuff locally there. And I kind of like that a little bit because, you know, I'm not having to worry about shipping items, and I don't have to worry about paying all the eBay fees and all that. But I mean, sometimes you get people locally and they try to lowball you. You have an item listed for $100 and they'll be like, hey, I'll sell this to you, I'll buy it from you for $20. And I'm like, bro, this is brand new in the box. They're selling this at Best Buy for 150. I'm selling it to you for 100. It's brand new in the box. It's still under warranty. And he's like, well, I can do 25. And I'm like, bro, the only reason I put it on there because it's big and bulky. It was like a big printer, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of having to box it up and ship it out on eBay. And it's like you get people that give you lowball offers, and then you have people that telling you they're going to show up and meet you somewhere to buy this item, and then they just don't show up. But like I said, you know, you're saving the hassle of shipping, and you're saving the hassle of paying fees. So I wanted to say hey to Javela Flips. Annie is in the chat.
Hey, Annie.
Sorry, guys. This Amber Alert thing just went off. I wanted to say hey to Javela Flips. Annie is in the chat, and Shopaholic is here hanging out with us. Hey, so I wanted to say hello. I want to say hey to Jennifer Hayes, and Backroad Bitter Chuck says, do you use Pirate Ship?
I do use Pirate Ship. I love Pirate Ship.
All right.
Ship a canoe though. Oh, if you ship a canoe, he's just messing with me.
All right. And the Cap Guy says, how many listings do you have, Dan? I have 3,600. Trying to pull off Bonanza and other sites would be a challenge. So tell them, how do you go about doing that? If you have items already on eBay, it's just like a click of a button, and then it will just automatically import your listings over to Bonanza, or how does that work?
So when you sign up on Bonanza, it's the hardest part is signing up. And then when you sign up, it's a process of just setting up your eBay store or setting up your booth, and it just imports. It took a while for all my listings to get imported over, but you just do the initial setup, and then once a day I download the app, and then once a day I'll see if I sold anything, which it's not a big time like market, but I'll sell stuff on some of the stuff I sell on there's weird stuff, like just stuff I've sold VHS tapes. It's just puzzles, and I mean pretty good stuff, but nothing that's like I guess it's just stuff that it's a lot of stuff that's sitting in my eBay store, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if it would have ever sold if I didn't sign up for Bonanza. So the initial work is just, it took 15 minutes to sign up, and then after that they just automatically pulls everything over to Bonanza, and all you have to do is check it. And then I would just always never use Bonanza shipping. They have whatever their thing is, however they do shipping. I guess it's more. I just use Pirate Ship. And their fees are 9%. They take 9%, and it gets paid to you through PayPal. I like it. I mean, for a sale here or there, I mean, it's nothing like, I wouldn't be like, oh, Bonanza's my main platform I sell on, but it's not bad. But I have to answer the first part of the question. I just hit 700 on eBay last week, or just the other day, and now I'm back down to like 679. I've been selling stuff all week.
But my question is, it's free to list on the platform, right? If someone wanted to list and put items on Bonanza, it's free to list. They just charge you a fee after it sells, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. He says, I just sold a Shark vacuum cleaner battery. I
Oh, nice.
shipped an offer up, and I got it for a dumpster dive, and it sold for $26.
Oh,
awesome. Wow. The cap guy says that I steal somebody. No, I'm right outside of the post office. I haven't kidnapped anybody today. Thank you for asking. We got Flippy McFlipperson says here. He says, hey, he says, what's up, Dan?
What's up,
Shopaholic says, I use pirate ship. And
you have to go watch Flippy McFlipperson's channel.
Oh, really?
All
right.
Is like he sells good stuff, but is editing like just his stuff? I was like just his stuff is like so good. I watched a few videos and then I was catching up on videos yesterday and I was like binge watching him like I don't know all morning. It's like
I think I saw Flippy McFlipperson. He was on someone's live the other day. I don't remember who, but he was on somebody's live show the other day.
Well, I don't know who he was on the other day, but I saw him because I was on Adam Baldy Pal Picking on Wednesday, and he was like the previous guest. And,
yeah.
But I was just catching it. I love his stuff. I love his videos. It's awesome.
All right, Dan. So Jen has a question. She says, "Have you thought about creating a website of your own to sell on?"
Well, I opened not my own website, but I started a Big Cartel store. You guys know what Big Cartel is? Have you heard? I've heard it through other YouTube channels. It's just like a lot of people sell stuff on there. I get these ambitious to like sell some merchandise or something, and I thought about selling it, and so I was going to open a Big Cartel store. So I've messed around with that, but other than that, I don't think so. Like I don't really. A lot of people when I tell them what I'm doing now, like outside of reselling, like my friends, they're like, "Oh, why don't you just?" Because they'll like talk about the fees or whatever. Like just opening up your own website, and I'm like, yeah, that's going to be like hard to get people to come to my website. It just sounds like I don't want to overwhelm my stuff and have too much stuff over my head all the time. Like right now, it's I'm trying to do however many platforms, five platforms selling on, and trying to grow my YouTube channel. Trying to hit my hours for you guys. I'm doing it for you. No, I'm joking. But trying to do all that, it's just hard to. I don't want to put that burden on me to try to run my own website too.
Yeah, it sounds good on paper, but then it's like, it's like, for example, Shopify. You can create a Shopify a website, and it's like, well, now you have to draw traffic to your site. Yeah. Well, you can just, post something on eBay or Amazon, and they already have millions of people on that platform. I wanted to say hey to Flip the World. He was on with me a couple days ago, so if you guys didn't get a chance to check out, we had Flip the World on with me. We had a good time hanging out with him. I wanted to say hey to the Cap guy. Red Dirt Picker is here. Chuck is here. He said, did someone say dumpster? And we had a question from Chuck. He says, do you prefer packing peanuts, bubble wrap, or packing paper?
I hate packing peanuts. I just bought last week. I bought some. I bought 2 blaster boxes of sports cards on Macari, and the guy was super nice seller. But he sent me these 2 boxes, and he used packing paper, and it was packing peanuts, and it was miserable. They kept on like getting stuck to me, and they're stuck. I couldn't get rid. I just had to throw the whole box away because I don't even think you can't recycle packing peanuts, can you? I don't know, but I couldn't take it. I hate those. I use bubble wrap and packing paper, and I really like packing paper. It saves on. It seems to last. I try. It makes my bubble wrap last longer because I overpack everything.
Yeah, I sell a lot of items, and I usually just put them in a little 6x9 padded envelope.
That's
and sometimes I'll use extra. Sometimes I'll use these extra padded envelopes from the post office that they give me for free, and I use that kind of as if I'm selling like a VHS or something like that, a VHS player. I'll kind of use some of those little like padded envelopes as packing. That way I don't have to pay any money for it. And then we got Flippy McFlipperson is here in the chat with us. We got Javela Flips. Annie is here. He says, thanks, you're too kind. And Joey Bada Bing is in the chat. He says, happy birthday. I think he's talking about Flippy, McFlipperson. And he says, how in the heck do you keep up with 5 platforms? You're way more organized than I am.
Everything goes on eBay, and then in the custom SKU, I put down I put down where it's at, and then like it's well, I've learned my lesson because I used to, because I have an M bin and I was putting M for Macari, but now so like Macari's MC, Poshmark's PM, and then I just put it down on there. And then I sell something and then at Facebook. So like if it's on Macari, Poshmark, and Facebook, I put MPF and then that's it. So when it sells, I know exactly where to go and I can go take that stuff down like instantly. I don't wait. I instantly do it. I mean, I'm always around like most of the time. I sold something the other day. I think it was yesterday, and I was doing something I couldn't stop, and I was like, oh my God. I was in the middle of I think I was driving actually. I was driving, but I'm always constantly checking. I'm always on eBay most of the day. I'm always kind of looking at stuff on my eBay account. So I'm always moving around that way, looking at that stuff. I try to stay organized. I lost an item like once or twice, and then I was done. And then actually I say I use MC now because I just sent someone a Xbox adapter, and I pulled it out of the N bin, and on the custom SKU I had M and then /N, and it was kind of on there for a while, so I thought I had it on Macari, so I took it down off Macari, and then the buyer opened up a return case. And they said they got the wrong item, and I thought they were scamming me. And I was pulling an item today, and I found it in the M bin, and I was like, "Oh man!" So I felt super bad that I thought they were scamming me, and I just refunded them, apologized to them, told them to keep whatever little adapter. I don't even know what it's. Some other I have to go figure out what I gave them because I honestly don't even know what I gave them. I don't know if it goes to something else, but I shipped them that, and I got to drop off their package today, and I'm sending it to them, so hopefully they don't give me negative feedback.
All right, Dan. So hey, we've had you on the stream for about 50 minutes, and I know you said you got to be out of here, but in the next 5 minutes. So go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you at on YouTube and Instagram, because I got your links down below. Tell them where they can come follow you.
Instagram Art Vandelay 219, and I try to stay on there. I try to be active on there, but I'm so horrible at Instagram. I'm really bad. I know you messaged me and I didn't even see it for like a day, I don't think. And but I try to be on there. I tried to get on there at the beginning of the year, was really making an effort on Instagram, but I kept on getting spam on my Instagram. And I have a lot of people, I mean, if you do YouTube, you get all them spam messages on YouTube, and I get annoyed by those. So I was getting annoyed by Instagram spam. So you get over there or on my YouTube channel. I know we were talking about my hours this week. I'm trying to think of it. I was trying to think of a day, what day this week I want to maybe do a live. I was going to film a video today too, but I had so much stuff to do today. I didn't have time to sit down, and I started filming, and then I couldn't keep up with it. So I turned it off for the day, but I was thinking about doing a live sometime this week. I might do that. So you can check me out on my channel.
Yeah.
And then
maybe this weekend. Go ahead, Dan.
I was gonna say Wednesdays I do the listing hangout with Joe and Mike from Joe the Philly Picker and Mike Janier House. We do over on Joe Philly Picker's channel.
Yep, awesome. And so give me your final thoughts, Dan, and we'll let you go and get you out of here so you can go hang out with your family and have your fish sandwich.
Oh, my thoughts. Well, thanks for having me on again. I appreciate it. Always like talking to you, Jeff. Thanks everyone in the chat. I guess that's about it. I don't really have any other final thoughts. It's all up here already, I guess. I've blabbled or rambled for 55 minutes. That's about it for me, I guess.
All right, guys. Well, I got Dan Art Vandelay's link down below. Go follow him on Instagram and YouTube, and we're going to try to get Dan to his watch time hours. You need like another 400 watch time hours.
Like 454.
Yeah. 450. So everybody, if in the chat this weekend, your homework assignment
could be 460. Who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna try to get Dan's watch time hours. So even if you're at Walmart, you're at the grocery store, you're at the laundromat, just have Dan Art Vandelay's channel playing in the background so he can get his watch time hours in. So I'm gonna do the same. So if I have some free time this weekend, if I'm listing items or something, I'm just gonna have Art Vandelay playing in the background.
Yeah, maybe I should do like a telethon. I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos on a telethon.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I tried to hit you up last week. I was gonna try to have you on. We could just hang out and do a listing live together, but I couldn't get a hold of you on Instagram. So maybe you can just do that one day. Just hang out and have a listing, and it'll be like Art Vandelay Listathon. You know, so it'll be, you know, they have a Toyota-thon. This is going to be a Art Vandelay-a-thon, and you're just going to hang out with Art Vandelay. But anyways, guys, you all have a great weekend. I have Emily Conway on tomorrow. We're going to hang out and do some listings. So see you guys tomorrow. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend. See you guys later. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.